Hello everyone, I'm Greycloak, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 261 of Factorio with the C-Block mod, where we are working on garden farming finally. And this is going to take a while, if you hadn't realized that yet, because we need all of this to actually start. Backing up a little bit with plant life samples and the gardens themselves. And to help with that, we are just going garden hunting for small islands like this. And try not to get killed by all the worms around there. But we should hopefully be fine. Maybe I shouldn't send my robots out because they are a bit slow to get in, and it seems like they are putting me more at risk than I would be by just doing this. That's a lot of gardens. That's nice. We can do very specific requests for this, and maybe that's good enough, but I'm just gonna do it manually, I think. Anything else nearby? Okay. Let's bring that back. 14, 16, 19 more. Did I go too far? No, I didn't go far enough. Already have a lot of those in those, so maybe we should just utilize a few more machines. Here we are out. Good, so now these are all working. This has not been allowed to put anything in. These are mostly full. We are lacking more plant life samples still. So we will continue hunting these gardens. There's a good bunch, it seems. Let's work in that direction now. There's some right here as well. Anything I'm missing here? Some right there, a few up here. No, that's just weird ground. Should probably check in our FAL train or artillery train, since it might have picked some up along the way. It's all the way down there though, and I can't really see anything from here. And honestly, the chance of hitting a island with gardens is maybe not as big as I would like to think. We did check all of our networks in here. They should all be connected and have brought them here if there was any gardens left. There are of course all of our outposts, but I think we checked that as well. There are a couple in a row up here, so let's go there. Yeah, right here. But was that all of it? I missed one, dang it. Okay. Let's go back with that. That's a lot of temperate gardens at least. Where's my farming thing? Oh, just over here. Still have a good amount of temperate gardens actually. So let's just expand that. Good. And desert gardens. We're just gonna keep that amount of those, I guess. And are all of these running now? No, not entirely yet. I'm gonna at least double this. Not that they'll be allowed to input anything just yet, but we should get there. And then again, we need 6 times as many of these as we have of these anyway, so if we have 12 of these running, we need 72 of these to keep up with that. I guess that is to make some extra. No. That is actually extra production of this to make the 0.6 per second. So the robots do bring 2. And then we put 1 in, and then we're not requesting more. That's good news actually. We are waiting for more plant life samples. Hopefully some of these will be done soon. Well, we have some there at least. The robots will grab that. I can grab it quicker though. Good. And maybe we should just leave this for a couple of episodes or something. And go focus on steel, maybe? I would like to just get these down, though. And we just don't have anything for that. I will put some storage here as well. Just put all of... Wait, we still have some gardens here. I didn't have other gardens as well, right? Tree. Lots of trees. No gardens. Good. So the buffer here should be filled, and we are not inputting any extra. Maybe I didn't need to put in 2 or 1 more there, I don't know. Let's just set those to 1. Maybe that makes a difference, but I'm not sure. Those are wing. Let's go grab those seed thingies, seed extractors. And then take a last look at it and then go focus on steel. Let's just do unlimited chests of those. I see a garden, or 3, or something. Do I see 1 more there? No. Why is this here? I have no idea. And that was those gardens. Okay. Let's not let the robots have come from nothing here. Empty, please. Okay. Do we not have dedicated storage for bottles? Plenty for barrels. We use bottles over here somewhere? Yes. But have no storage for it? I guess not. Now we have a bit at least. And do we need to redistribute anything here? Or add more machines to this? I mean, this amount is not enough to satisfy the 12 that we have running here. According to my calculations, at least. This is more than 6 times the amount of these. We have 12, that should be 72. We only have 51. So if we actually activated all of these, we would need several rows of these. Probably 3 rows in total or something. Good to know. I think that's one of the things I did wrong in my last playthrough of Angels, was that ratio. And I figured that out after quite a while, I guess. Or something. Maybe I'm wrong. But now, let's get out of that for, well, not having the sound of the plane, I guess, and have a look at steel. And we reuse the same thing we're currently using just for steel. Steel ingots. So our current setup, I think, is producing 180 plates per second if it was fully operational with beacons and stuff, higher tier machines. This part should be able to smelt 180 plates. What is that in normal numbers though? Or in processed iron numbers, I think is what I'm trying to say. $180. From this, from this. 60 processed iron. Those are the numbers we have here, right? 120 casting machines, 40 induction, and 20 blast furnaces. Yes, those are the numbers. So the setup is made for 60 processed iron per second. How much steel can we get out of that? $45. So a respectable amount, I guess. And we just need to replace the last part of this, I guess. The rest should be fine. Good. Let's, I guess, have a look at that in here. And this is not needed anymore, right? No, this was for landfill. This is our usual build. Is it up to date though? It's not complaining about anything, so let's hope that it is. Or assume that it is. Which means we can just take out this part. I'm just gonna put that there for now, because maybe we need some inspiration from it. So what is it we need? We need 20 machines doing iron ingots into 20 machines doing steel ingots. And we need oxygen for that. We have earlier done builds with oxygen coming down. For lead, I think. Yes, and I seem to remember that was 450 as well. But I guess we should just double check that. Because then we should have made the math, or done the math. Yeah, it is a 450. Hopefully we did the math that we had enough production for that. So we're making 13,000 oxygen. Some of that is put into purified water though. That's only 2,700, and some of it is put into this. That's nowhere near the 13,000 we're making. So we should have enough, yes. Hopefully. Then I really don't understand how our setups for iron stopped working because we didn't have half of the oxygen connected. Shouldn't half be plenty? Well, obviously we are calculating this for way scaled up things, not for the low amounts we're producing, so maybe that's just incorrect here. But let's still assume that we have plenty of oxygen. And that oxygen was just coming down along here as far as I remember. Or is it out here? Let's have a look at our lead again. We have oxygen running along here, yes, good. And then out to the side to where it's needed, yes. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad to do here. I guess we pretty much need that there and that there. Just for reference. So 2010. That's a weird thing. How about something like that? Or could just do 1 to 1 to 1 and have too many of these. 1 to 1 to 1 to 1.5, or 2 to 2 to 2 to 3. That's not bad. We need the oxygen for the second part of this though. Something like this could maybe work. And transfer it like this, I guess. Steel. How is this compared to this old thing? It is a bit wider, but we are allowed to be wider, right? You can basically use the space out to here. That is just one tile further out. This is the middle. That could still work. Maybe we have more than a red belt of output, but that will be replaced by a blue belt when we need it. That shouldn't be a problem. This can just be put up against itself like that. And we need 30 of these, so we need 10 setups total. And mirror that, so let's just rotate most of it. Something like that is possible. One problem is that we need this in, though, into here, and we need charcoal in from the bottom, and we need to get the mineral catalysts in. Could run those along this area though. Coal and processed ore is a problem though. So maybe we just need to add more space between these. I mean, we are a lot smaller anyway. So let's remove most of this. And if we did this, then we have space for the belts to go under in here. We also have space to make this a little bit prettier. Yes, these might as well be as close to the bottom as possible rather than the top. I will just keep the pipes though. Wait. Oh, we haven't. Okay, let's focus on one side still. So this should all be good, I think. If we have those in there instead, can they actually reach another setup like this? No, because we need the two spaces between that as well. Either we do this, which seems stupid, or we do this. Which is also stupid. Again, we could just do it with one of those. I'm just trying to do something that's symmetrical. I could a lot more easily live with this if we could also power these. Guess we're just doing this with a normal belt and not underground belt this time. Though room for power poles would be nice. I guess I could live with this. We are powered with everything then, right? Yes, good. This is the processed ore coming in. That could just go here. Or move out, maybe. I think I would like that a little bit better. We need coal going up on this side, but we can figure that out. Since they both need charcoal, or all of these four need charcoal, I think we should have that in the middle. So they have a bit of an easier time sharing that. And that seems to mean that we should have power closer to the middle. Something like that, maybe. That is pastable here, right? Yes. Oops. And then we can have the process door coming here. And then we're again not powered, dang it. We would be if we move this out one tile though and move these in. Something like that. And then we need the catalyst in there, which is fine. How does that feel? Pretty good, I think. We want to share our molten stuff? Not really. The coal here would probably easily go into there on that side. This needs to come here. That's just directly connected. Coal gets a little bit in the way for this. That's not what we want. Could move all of this, but I would like to keep this as standard as possible, so it could also just use some extra space for this. Need to get this on the outside though, over here. I think we should just wait with this until we get to that side. Something like this should work, I think. Should we just test it? Do we have an infinite loader thing? Nope. Charcoal. Still need the oxygen down. I'm less and less happy about having this coal in the middle. But let's redo that. Which means redoing all of this. Those can stay. If we on the other side at least... Actually, let's... Can we design this for the other side instead? This is mirrorable, but it's just the same anyway. No, that's not where that goes. All of this is just rotatable. And this is as well. Decide where those go. But it would make sense maybe to have the charcoal around here. And we get that into everywhere we need it. And that's pretty simple. Good. Then we have the processed ore coming down here. Where would we be running far gases? So we have sulfuric wastewater here. And we would have... what's it called? Oxygen running out here, I guess. And that would not go there. We needed to shift here. We're just gonna get in the way of ourselves, but let's try this. So this was the processed ore, and this is coal. This needs to go in there. This needs to go into both. Maybe it would just be easier to shift this out further. Do that. Also, no, it's awkward to switch those around because then we need this to move here. I guess because it can't be here. And it's already at max length. Yes. Yes, this is just about the best I can do. And this is coal that can still go on. This continues down just fine. Something like that on this side. I have forgotten about a lot of stuff, haven't I? Like the coal in here. And the processed iron in here. And now we're running out of space. And these don't really have to be here, but they're just nice to have. And I'm not forgetting about a little bit of space that I could have used, right? No, we are supposed to keep within that area. This wouldn't even reach. This is oil. That needs to be here somewhere along with this build. This is charcoal. That could actually go over here, but it needs to go up here afterwards. But I mean, we could fix that like this. Let's just go one tile further. this was what? Oh, the catalyst going up. Oh. Roll in. That can be powered. And that can be powered. And we can even connect these while powering everything. So what have I forgotten now? We have our catalyst going up, that's fine. We have our charcoal going up, that's fine. We have our processed ore coming down, that's put in. I think that's everything we need to take care of. We could also get oxygen in here. That would actually be awesome in this case, instead of having it out here. Something like that. And if we did some platinum, no, titanium. A bit further, I guess. It's not what I wanted to remove. Where am I putting these? At the top or at the bottom? At the top, okay. And done. Now that's quite nice, I think. So then we can at least move this up one tile. I guess we didn't really save that much space, but one tile is also something. Sure. Let's move that up to here. Yeah, let's not waste too much time trying to optimize that even further. Let's instead actually connect our oxygen pipe here. And that's supposed to go here. Let's start this from the bottom. Why can I not reach that there? But I can... Oh, because this is not moved up one tile yet. So that one tile was very important. Can we mirror here and what can't we mirror? This is mirrorable, I think. Yes. This just needs to go here. This comes out there. This doesn't need to go further in this one. We have this coming in here. Yes. And this is there already. Good. This can just be rotated, except for that one. Good. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I'm not convinced about that, I guess. We could, of course, test this all again. Why do I have an extra thing here? Processed iron, coal, and catalyst. That shouldn't be a problem, or that shouldn't be needed, the extra one. So that should be what we need. That's not very dense, but it's fine. And it's still shorter than this one. It is also only producing half as much, I guess, practically, but half as much steel as iron is still a lot of steel. Okay, let's actually test something here. Processed iron goes there. Our mineral catalyst goes on the inner one. And we have charcoal. Oh, and we need to connect all of this power-wise. The same up here. We need oxygen. We could just put that up there, but let's do it here where it's easy to see that I have some infinite stuff in the blueprint. Give me oxygen instead of consuming it, please. And we actually have output now. Good. So this is working, I believe. And this is just with 30 processed ore right now. It's not going to get that high. later, but who knows. If we put in some sulfur, this would start working as well, right? But that has all been tested already, so let's not worry about it. This is working. It's all working, I think. We lack processed ore down here, but again, that's because we only have half a belt. If we did this, it should get all the way, and we should get more than a red belt of output then. Of course, we could have tried to do all of this with beacons, which would have been smart, but I'm not known to be smart. And reach everything. So this is just what we're going to do. I am happy with this build. I don't think there's any problems. That's the only things I need to change, right? Maybe just do that for the sake of it. We shouldn't have a problem with outputting with just normal inserters, I don't think. Maybe the transfer is bad. But I can live with that for now. I'm going to save this. For now I am, but that's probably only until we place it. So we need to go and make an outpost for it. But first let's check in on our garden farming. As it just stopped completely, no, we are making more plant life samples, and we can now, since we have actually 70 gardens in the network, we can start to set more of these up. I guess maybe we can go all the way with these. Worst case, we run out of gardens. Well, we won't run out of them, but we will have everything in buffers that are not allowed to be used. That should all be necessary for just these 12 machines. And that's okay. When these get done, let's just help this along a little bit still. Now we have a good amount of those working. Good. And that should get all of these working when they are done. And we have a backup of swamp gardens available. So that shouldn't be a problem. Good. And hopefully it runs by itself after that, but probably not. And I can't help checking back in anyway. Do we want turbo inserters? I guess so. Good. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.